What is up, party people? I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe, and I have a few exciting announcements for the future of HRR. But first, we want to thank you all for 2 years of Hog Rider Radio. We started this channel on a whim 2 years ago, and since then we have loved making content for you guys to enjoy. Whether it be 10 of you watching our WrestleMania 40 preview or nearly 2,000 of you guys watching our Game Awards reactions, we appreciate you wanting to spend any amount of your day to watching a ragtag group of nerds talk about literally anything. We truly love you all, and thank you for your support to this channel, even if our upload schedule makes 0 sense. Now for some announcements for the rest of 2024. Many podcasts will come out before the end of the year, but none of these I announce will have a date, in true Hog Rider Radio fashion. For TV shows, reviews for Agatha All Along, hosted by me, HBO's The Penguin, hosted by Ethan, and Arcane Season 2, hosted by Braven, will be happening. As for movies, the review for Joker 2, hosted by Ethan, will be uploaded soon. Reviews for Gladiator 2, Venom, The Last Dance, and Kraven the Hunter, all hosted by me, will be happening as well. Video games are our main topic, and there will be plenty to talk about before the end of the year, alongside our reviews coming out in the next week or so, which include Black Myth Wukong, Astrobot, Warhammer, Star Wars Outlaws, and a Kingdom Hearts retrospective. There are a few left for us to cover. A Call of Duty Black Ops 6 review hosted by me will be uploaded, and Assassin's Creed Shadows will get a review hosted by Braven. Now for our final announcements regarding our streams. We will be having a stream where we will chill and build Legos, answering questions from you guys about literally anything. We are also planning to have a stream in late December, where the crew will get together to play one of the most anticipated games of 2024, Marvel Rivals. Mark your calendars for December 12th, 2024, as we will stream our second annual Game Awards reaction stream on our Twitch. You guys loved the last stream, and we hope to have the same turnout this time around, so come hang out with us for a night to celebrate this year's greatest games. And that's it. We are so excited to spend even more time with you guys, and we hope to continue to entertain you and improve our show even more. Thank you all, and I love you guys, but you have to say it back. All right, peace. What is up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Hog Rider Gaming. I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe, and all the way down there at the end of the table is the bearded pog champ, Ethan Justice.
Yes, sir.
What's up, the note taker?
Oh, yeah.
Writing down timestamps. Oh, yeah. You doing all right?
Yeah.
Getting a little tired? We're on the last one.
Well, 5 podcasts will do that to you. Especially after this freaking... yeah.
Chad, you know, always doing that.
You know. We're here.
All right.
Making content.
Next to him is, give him the mic, Special Agent Wick, Chad Leonard. How you doing?
Chilling, and got to host the first one.
You go watch that video.
Please do.
It's a really long one, but
Very good.
Yes.
it was fun.
If you watch the whole thing,
I'll have timestamps for each game, so if you want to look at our specific thoughts for one game, you can go to that game.
yes, there will be timestamps.
Yes. Next to Chad is the OG Bearded Pug Champ,
Whatever. What's up?
Canaan Justice. How you doing?
Whatever. Doing pretty good.
Yeah. We just had to talk about Outlaws, so everyone's a little down. Everyone's a little down right now.
I've been down.
Everyone's a little down right now. But it's okay. We're going to talk about this game now. And hopefully it gets better. Next to me is the married three-eyed raven, Braven Arrington. How you doing?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm supposed to go meet up with my wife after this, so I'm ready to go do that. So,
Okay.
I'm very tired. I've been through all of them.
Oh my god. If you didn't know, this is Hog Rider Gaming. Usually 4 guys talk about video games and stuff, but today we got 5. Really fun. The only time we've had 5 today was for Astrobot earlier. And yeah. So today our topic for the video game review that we're doing is Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong, developed by Game Science, right? I think is what it was.
Yeah. It's Game Science.
Yeah, developed and published by them, I'm pretty sure. First thing I want to do is I want to go around the table and I want to know how much you've played this game. And I'll start with Braven. Actually, looking something up.
Yeah.
Ethan, I'll start with Ethan. How much have you played Black Myth Wukong?
Okay, first off, I'm going to say I haven't finished it.
Okay.
Because I got to a certain boss, and I got stuck, and then another game came out. So,
Of course.
I played... Where's this at? 15 hours. So
Okay.
I got...
Like halfway
I
through.
got through a decent portion of it, and I mean, I may go back and finish it, but I'm not sure right now.
Okay. Chad, how much have you played of Black Myth Wukong?
I have played the whole thing.
Okay.
Um,
How many hours?
it took me about like 32-ish hours. I'd say like a chapter 5 would probably be the hardest on my part. The before the last part.
Interesting. Okay. Canaan, where you at? How many hours have you played?
Couldn't find it on there. I looked at it last night, but I think it was somewhere around 30 some hours. I reached the final boss of the fire area, the fifth one.
Chapter
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, chapter
Can't remember the name.
Yaksha
King. Yeah.
Yaksha King. I kept trying against him, but like there got to a point where I just didn't feel the motivation to keep on playing, and when that happens, I usually just
Cut it.
cut it at that point. So that's where I ended it. It was a decently alright game.
Okay. Yeah, I have beaten Black Myth Wukong. At 31 hours is where I was.
Dang.
So yeah, beat Braven.
Yeah, I beat Black Myth Wukong at 29 hours. I speedrun these things. I'm starting to realize.
How?
What?
Yeah.
But yeah, about to say, if we're talking about like where, beating it and like the hardest thing, I was like, because he said it as well, probably be chapter 2 is just a nightmare. But yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Chapter 2 is tough.
Because you tried to beat him without the item.
Tried? I did.
You did?
Yeah, he beat him without the item. Yeah, the
I bow to you.
yeah.
Oh, good. Not have to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm built different, brother.
He's built different in Black Myth Wukong.
Like, he played Elden Ring, and now he's a god.
Yeah, exactly.
You right?
He's not that great at Elden Ring though. Let's be real.
Right, that too.
Okay. What are you talking about? He beat like the final boss in like what 3 tries?
Yeah.
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 It took me like 10. Yeah.
It's gonna be like 10.
I got some choice words.
He hasn't played Shadow of the Erd Tree though.
It's just because I don't feel the urge to. So
I feel the urge.
You really should.
I feel the urge.
I don't feel the
urge.
urge. You dummy. But no.
Urge.
But, oh my word. Yeah, but no. But yeah, I about to say it only took me 29 hours. I completed it. I about to say I spent a day just on the final boss. But like no, I spent a day on chapter 2, the boss, and then it took me I had to go to sleep for the night for the final boss, and I woke up next day.
Beat it in the morning.
Be it first try.
Yeah.
That happened a lot during
Always
this,
hard.
I think, for like both of y'all.
Yeah, we had to go to sleep.
Back to it. And then just
See, that was the thing that happened with me. I would struggle, and I'm like, all right, let me take a second.
Yeah.
Let me take a breather,
Uh-huh.
and I go back in and I beat it. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so you really just have to like take a minute. But anyways, yeah. All right, 29 hours. So I want to go around the table, of course, in our normal Hog Rider Radio fashion,
Easy.
and talk about our thoughts on Black Myth Wukong. And I'm going to start with Braven, because Braven seems the lowest on this.
I seen what?
The lowest.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like it.
Does not like Black Myth Wukong.
Okay, so I
that
love
bad.
I love the story of the Journey to the West. That is a story that I've grown up hearing about.
I mean, it's literally the hero's journey.
Yeah, it's the hero. I'm about to say it's the hero's journey. I've heard about it. I have the book like in my cart right now. I'm actually gonna be reading it. But wow, okay, didn't know he's coming down here.
Zeb is here.
Hog Rider Radio fashion.
You're gonna hear a truck come in.
Yeah, but Hog Rider Radio fashion.
Everyone's here now.
Hi, Dad. But basically, with this story, I don't like these bosses were not leveled at all.
No.
Like not like there's you get to one and
There's Chewie.
Might have the dog come up.
You get to like chapter 2. Like chapter 1, I feel like is like an okay. I mean, sometimes the bear would be the worst out of all that.
The bear?
I think the snake. That stupid snake was the worst out of all that.
White-clad noble.
Yeah, the white-clad noble. Where he there was like the first two-phase boss.
That boss wasn't that hard.
But I know, but it took us a while to do it. Like it took us 2 or 3 tries. But
It's because we're getting used to the game.
yeah, we were getting used to the game. And then you gotta get chapter 2, and you get to the final boss, and he's a nightmare.
Yep, the yellow wind sage. I'll never forget.
Yeah, he's just a nightmare, and you get the third game, and I must say like each level kind of like had like a broken boss, or some levels had like multiple. I feel like
Broken bosses?
yeah, because like
Yellow brow.
I don't think he's broken. I just think he's hard. That's with him. But then
She made me angry.
I don't know much about chapter 3 as much, but 4 I definitely think the Baju fight in the mud that is broken.
The Baji fight was hard.
Yeah,
In the mud.
Yeah.
that's a bit broken.
I finished it in one try. I don't know how.
I don't know how you did that.
I don't know.
That
I
happens
took-
sometimes even in
Must have
like
gone on
most
some
Souls
Monday.
games. Like it's so funny whenever you beat a boss like first try sometimes.
yeah.
And then you get on the internet and people are like, "That is the hard." I was like, "Oh, I must have gotten really lucky. I must have gotten really lucky."
I must got really lucky on that.
And so back to that fight in the mud, right?
Yeah.
And you know how he transforms,
Yeah.
and then so like
If you're about to tell me there's a way to de-transform him, I'm gonna be very mad at you.
pause.
Oh god.
And so like I got him down like in like an inch of like health left,
Yeah.
and then so then like I was at half health,
Yeah.
and then so like I was like hitting him,
It was killing him.
but then like he
When he's transformed,
wouldn't die.
yep, you can't kill him until he's Baji.
I was
again.
like, what the?
yeah,
What's happening?
Yeah.
He's not dying. And I die.
yeah. Oh, I was pissed the first time. That
Pissed,
happened. Yeah,
bro.
I was so mad. Yeah, I was so.
I was
mad.
like,
you can't kill him unless he's Baji.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. But like you get to the 5, and you know it's that final boss. He sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Chapter 5.
Yeah, chapter 5.
Is that the fire?
The
guy?
king. Yeah. The
I'll admit-
red boy then turns into Yashika King. And-
he was fun to fight.
Yeah.
But it's just
He's hard.
He's hard. And then
it took its toll on me.
yeah, and then you get to 6, and the most disrespectful thing I've ever happened in a game had happened. We're going straight to spoilers in this. He took my gorge
Yeah. It's true.
and then gave it back.
Yeah. I was like,
Took a sip and gave it back. That is Wukong like style. I like.
And then when you're going, well, I didn't play this part. I've just seen it online. But like, you go up into your pole stance or your thrust stance or whatever, he just grabs it and throws you. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the bosses in this, I felt like some are unbalanced. Like with the leveling scale. I feel like some of them like are just like, yo, this is just you're off the wall and like insane.
Yeah.
And then some of them like, hey, this is actually like a really good fight. Like they don't agree with this over there, but I thought the dragon fight in chapter 3, like
I like the dragon fight.
like that was really cool. And
Visually.
visually, it was cool.
Yeah.
and the
I
Play
always
style
look.
mode.
I always love the looks of Luongs like that. But it's just whenever he stays up in there for a minute and a half at a time, it ruins the flow of my fight, and I don't like that.
and then the chapter 4 boss I liked after you get the needle, but like after you
Oh,
get the
yeah.
needle, but
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I beat that one third try.
But I say I love the mechanics of the game. I like just how you can feel the hits when you hit something. You feel it. I love that, and I don't know. It's a lot of things about this game is like the true ending thing is kind of what pisses me off the most.
Joe?
What?
Oh, sorry.
No, you
Like
got
the beetle.
Beetle.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get the item.
Yeah.
Wait.
I went after.
I like the beetle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was,
I
it
went
was
after.
hard, but I like visually.
I
First
beat
off, it was cool.
beat the beetle first try.
Felt
I
like
did too.
it almost felt like a Doom
Yellow
situation.
and Sage to beat the Yellow and Sage to get the item. You have to fight this beetle.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
And he fights
Big
with
is
you.
cool.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Takes like
Yeah, Yellow
half
Sage
your
fights
health
with you.
with
Anyway,
one tiny hit.
And then you hate him later.
Yep, and then you hate him. Yep.
But like the overarching, like I feel like that's what pisses me off the most. It's just like how you lay out a game,
Mm-hmm.
and like if you don't like say like for a newcomer like me, like into this game,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know the story of Wukong, like or like how this game's gonna work, then because like when I got to the end of the game, I was like, wait, that's what we're trying to fight against this entire time. Why are we okay with this? Like, because like the whole thing is Wukong doesn't want to be like the what are they called? I guess Buddhas.
Yeah. Buddha's, yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to be that. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be that. The Jade Emperor just wants to control him and all that stuff. He just wants to chill on his mountain. That's all he wants to do. Chill with his monkey buddies.
Yeah.
And that's all he wants to do. And they all hatch this plan to kill him, even though it's weird how he gets killed. I don't know, but that way he can get that crown removed from him and be reincarnated and get the crown off him. And in the end of the game, the crown's put on because you didn't get the memories back or whatever. And like if you went and fought the secret boss, that like
You have to go, and you can't fight the secret boss until New Game Plus.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't like that. I don't.
Fight,
That brings that game down for me because I'm like, you're telling me to play the game a second time to get the true ending.
Yeah.
Like almost like I want the story in like one concrete game and then be like, oh yeah, I love that so much. Let me go play New Game Plus and like start from the like beginning again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
If it was very rewarding, if I liked the gameplay a lot, I think I would have done it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like you said, because like when like you just said, like if it was rewarding, nothing feels rewarding in this game. Some things do, but some things are like a lot of things. I'm like, I just want to get through this.
That's one of my qualms with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Elden Ring, you will literally get like you from like a remember spouse or whatever in Elden Ring, you'll get like some powerful gear.
Yeah.
With the with Black Myth Wukong, you'll get some cool looking armor.
you barely get enough echoes to like level up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
your
get
armor
like
and stuff.
2,000 echoes,
Yeah.
and it costs like 19,000 to
Yeah.
even craft any new armor.
Yeah.
It's
And the armor is not much better than what you just had.
Yeah.
So it's just
it's very disappointing in this game. A lot of it.
marginally. Yeah.
What'd you say?
And it goes up like very like little.
Yeah. Yeah.
For like each armor.
I can say my thoughts.
Yeah,
now.
go for it. I don't like it.
So
Screw this game, man.
this game is very difficult. But I did like it.
Boo.
I did like Wukong. But I think there are issues with it. It's definitely not a perfect game. But I think there's a lot of moments where I'm like, dang, that's freaking sick. And like there's a lot of moments like the opening. Opening's one of the best openings for a video game I've played. I'm gonna be honest. And that's another thing to bring up. The graphics of this game. It's the second best looking game this year. If Hellblade 2 didn't come out. Hellblade 2 looks amazing. Hellblade 2 is the best looking game. People kind of forget about that, but
No, I'm about to say that game is beautiful.
Black and the graphics are very good. I don't like sometimes the level design of it all. They like to think it's like open zone, but there's a lot of times where I'm like, oh look, there's this like little area right here, but then it's like an invisible wall. They do the invisible wall stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of annoying. I wish you would have like kind of modeled that a little bit better.
I agree.
I like the I enjoy the combat at points. I do like the staff stances, and I do like charging up the move.
Yeah, okay.
And I like the focus points, and I like that sometimes when you hit a combo, you kind of do another move that's kind of like, whoa, that was crazy. Or you can build up to your third focus point, and then you can hit after your third focus point, get a fourth one, and hit him with some crazy like move where you like blow it around like this, and then boom.
Yeah.
Really cool. I like the combat combos of stuff. Sometimes it kind of relies on the button mashing, which I don't think this game kind of punishes you for at the same time. So I feel like it kind of didn't know maybe what it wanted to do, or maybe that's what it wanted to do and wanted to be like, yeah, you can mash your buttons and get damage, but if you do it too much, you're going to die.
Yeah.
I also like the dodge. Like, I like the way the dodge looked.
The dodge does look good.
I like the way the perfect dodge looked and felt when you hit it. Like, ooh, and it's nice sound design. Yeah, really, really cool sound. I think the sound design is really good in this game. The dodge isn't very forgiving. A lot of the time, I feel like sometimes I'll dodge something and nope, you won't dodge it. I'm like, but then I feel like I dodge it. It just doesn't feel consistent. But like besides that, I think the story has some issues with like if you don't know anything about the Wukong stuff, it just kind of drops you in. And even like when you pick up items and stuff like that, it's not like Elden Ring. For Elden Ring, you don't know anything really except for the beginning cutscene, and then you have to kind of decipher the story yourself. It doesn't really like spell it out for you. So when you decipher it, you get these items and you read the item descriptions and you do all this stuff, and that's how you kind of piece together the lore of what you're doing. And in this game, it doesn't really do that, you know. And one thing I want to praise, actually, that no one has brought up yet, the transitions between chapters, I really liked. The animated sequences.
Yeah, the animated sequences are very good.
Sequences were really
They're
creative
very
in
good.
such a cool way to transition from chapter to chapter. But like I think the story kind of falters in that way where it's like it drops you in and it doesn't really tell you anything, even up to the end of the game. You're still kind of like, I still don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah. Get me.
And I don't like that they lock it behind a New Game Plus. I think if the game was a little more rewarding, which it might be for some people, it's just not for me. I think this game would, if they gave us a true ending at the first playthrough, this game would be pretty dang close to probably 4.5 to 5.
Yeah, I agree, but
I think the story kind of brings down most of the. I think because the game's beautiful, the music's great, the gameplay is fun enough.
The ending, I feel like, brings it down.
Yeah, the ending is where I'm like, oh, that was kind of underwhelming, and then they're like, I did like the enemy. That's what I want to bring up. The enemy like variety in this game is like one of the best I've ever seen in a video game. Period. Every enemy looks different in some way.
It has its own little move that it does.
Yeah, and like that's something even Elden Ring didn't really quite nail as much as this game does, which I really do appreciate. I was like, oh wow, this is I'm walking up in this new area and there's an enemy. I'm like, I have no idea what this guy's gonna do to me. I have no idea. Yeah, God. But yeah, and I think the bosses, while some of them are not designed perfectly well. Like the Yellow Wind Sage, for example, we talked about him. If you don't have that item, he will go outside the tornado and you can't hit him. He will be outside and he'll be able to hit you, but you can't hit him. And it's like one of those things where it's like, what are we doing, you know? And
That's actually is kind of a part of the Wukong itself. Like he used a lot of items in the. I can't remember. I think it was like an anime or something that they made that had that. He had to get like the needle for the 100-eye Guai, or 100-eye
Taoist.
Yeah, whatever. I can't remember. But that part was within the lore, but like
Doesn't make it good.
it still doesn't make it.
Yeah. Doesn't make it a fun fight. I'm fighting him. I almost have him dead. He goes outside the tornado or outside the wind wall or whatever where I can't see him. And he can hit moves on me, but I can't hit him because the wind walls block me or whatever. And I've already used the ability at that point, and then he reignites the ability again.
I will say, like, some things, while like Canaan said, they are true to the story. Some things just don't transfer over well to a video game.
Yeah. But like some of the boss fights that we've brought up, like being broken, like I just think they were hard. There's not a lot of broken bosses. I think sometimes the frames drop a lot in this game.
Yeah, bro's broken.
I think that's kind of like the issue with the performance. Sometimes I think a lot of times they'll be like in the snow chapter. There was a point where I was like trying to walk around and my frames were just dropping, like left and right. But like besides that, I mean, it was enjoyable enough. It's definitely not a bad game, and I think it's better than an okay game. I still think it's developed very well. I just think they had some missteps with making this game great, and I think that's what people kind of hold it to higher standard because of how much potential this game had, rather than just kind of taking it at face value kind of thing. That's my thoughts. Canaan, you can go now. Talked for a while.
I mean, I enjoyed a lot of the bosses, except for Yellow Bro.
Yep.
They know they were there.
Yeah.
Anyway, like the other one stage, I know it's gonna be contrary to everybody else's beliefs, but I kind of like the other one stage. So like everybody has their own bosses, and each boss was different. So like it was good enough in that realm.
Yeah.
but it just the combat didn't feel like it felt too shallow to me.
The combat?
Maybe it's just like I kept mashing the same button.
Oh yeah,
over
you
and
match
over,
square a lot.
Oh yeah.
doing the same combo
Yep.
all the time. I'm like, can I get a different combo, please?
Yeah.
I want to do something else.
And there is like different, but they don't really spell it out for you either. They're not like, here's this combo, hit these buttons to hit this combo. It's like you
Yeah.
kind of have to experiment and do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, just tell me how to do it. That way I can do it. You know?
But even then, it's like it's you might be able to hit the triangle in the middle of that same combo that you have to do the whole game.
Yeah.
The whole game. But it's also with that combo, like how many times it hit with certain things, like didn't match up with how many times you mashed the button. So like, when I thought I hit it, I was like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
Where am I at in the combo?
Yeah.
It got me confused, and anyway, but the game itself, beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful game.
The voice actors, especially for the Chinese one, that's what I played it on.
Oh yeah.
They were great.
The English dub wasn't bad either. Like English dub, I was actually kind of like worried about, and then I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is actually doing okay.
And
So
like the world design, I mean, wow, they could have done better with some of the maps, making them flow better. I do like the way everything looked.
yeah, I agree.
Like
Every chapter had like a distinct
yeah,
like feel to it, which I
Yeah.
did like. So I could agree with you on that one. Especially when you fly on the cloud at the end. That's what felt earned to me. We were talking about moments that didn't feel earned, like getting the armor at the end. That was like, heck yeah, that's great. Like we've been waiting this whole game to get that, and we finally got it.
And then they take it.
And then they take it away in the final boss, and it's like, oh my god. But anyways,
No one knows that painter than me, Dylan Chad. Yep.
Chad, what you feeling?
So the chapter that I enjoyed a lot, I enjoyed chapter 3.
It's the snow one, right?
Mm-hmm. And then going up against the dragon. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that fight. And then the lightning chick,
The what?
and then and the
Oh, that was probably the best boss in the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
The girl at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
The snow.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Lightning and stuff.
and I thought that she was
Very good boss fight.
yes.
Yeah.
The issues that I had, like I had a lot of points where like I like seen him like hit somebody,
Yeah.
but just nothing happened.
Yeah, the hitboxes were kind of inconsistent. I will agree
so
with
like,
that.
I was like, how did that miss? Like, how
Yeah.
did that like not hit?
But it's registering that you're in front of something.
Yes.
It was like, in Elden Ring, you can get under the dragons, and you can
Yes.
hit with their feet. You can't do that with some boss fights when there's a big old like gap
Yeah.
there for you to be able to get there, but there's an invisible wall blocking you off, so you can only hit him like on his hands or on like it's like, well, that's you're making it harder than it needs to be, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
And then the chapter in the of Autobots in a chapter and in chapter 5, I had a lot of issues with him. A lot of issues.
I like that boss.
And just because that one attack where like he goes across,
Yeah,
and
and
then
that
like,
delayed
all the way
slash
down,
Yeah,
and it just covers up the entire field, like bro,
yeah.
like
Boss
and then-
is cool though.
and
yeah.
yes, and then just that last boss. Oh my god! And just like I was in a party with Braven,
Yeah.
and then so like I was going into it, And it's so like I get to the into the part where you fight Wukong.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm listening.
And so then the second phase.
Audio listeners, Ethan fully conked out
Fully
during the
not.
podcast.
Just went to sleep.
Holy-
Not asleep.
Yeah, it was very close. I was about to throw his water bottle at you.
And the parts where he just turned everything like against you,
Yeah.
and then
Took everything you learned during the game. It was
yeah,
like,
it's like
you don't have to fight me differently.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah, and then like he like takes and your gourd, if you hit him, then when he turns into a stone, he'll like hit you in the air like
Yeah.
several times.
Yep.
And then you'll drop your weapon,
Kick it to you.
and then he'll hold it in his hand, drop it, kick it to you, and laugh.
And tell you to get up. Yeah.
I was like, this is the most disrespectful boss in my like history, like
Yeah.
and
Fun. It was
and
fun boss fight.
of
It's hard.
that was hard.
Yeah. Hard boss fight.
Yeah, like if like I didn't like have my clones like hacking at him, like
Yeah.
yeah.
100%. Ethan? Do you even know what we're talking about right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what's your thoughts on Astrobot then?
Like I said, I didn't finish the game because I got to Captain Wiseboy.
Of all bosses to get to.
Of all bosses.
And be like, I'm done.
I tried it like multiple times, and I got stuck.
That's so funny. He quits at that one.
But yeah, kind of like y'all were saying, some of the bosses just seem very, for like where you're at in the game, and like your level and your armor, just seems kind of like
Scaled a little bit
scaled
too much.
much.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes,
I'm good with that.
but yes, you can beat them if you go in and try it multiple times.
Yeah.
But during those times, on some of them, I just felt like it was almost not inconsequential, but like I'm never gonna be able to get this. Especially like the white when you go in at the first part, and the wandering white.
Yeah.
I spent like part of a night and then the next day fighting that thing. I was like,
Gosh.
just run past it. Well, I did, but then I went back because I wanted to beat it.
Yeah. Because you can get the little boom headbutt.
But
Yeah.
Pretty powerful.
Yes.
best move in the game.
I used the guy who
I
ran.
had that
and
and on my whole playthrough.
Really?
The head smash.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to add at that part, but can we just agree that the headless musician goes really hard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
really fun. I do
just
like.
stood there for like 10 minutes.
That was fun. I did like that. But okay. Well, I can sense that we're all pretty tired here.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just go ahead and give us final ratings. I guess it seems like everyone's kind of conked out at this point.
Not much to say about this game, too. It's just...
What do you give this out of 5, Braven?
Just because of like how it looks and everything, I just gotta like be nice to it as well. Like I'm gonna say like a 3.5, maybe a 4. Like I'm
Okay.
gonna say 4ish. Yeah.
Okay. 4. Yeah, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. I think they kind of missed some opportunities with bosses, and I think the story kind of falters some, but I think the gameplay at certain points, and there's a lot of like epic moments that feel kind of earned. And I do like the dialogue between him and Bajie, or just Bajie talking to you. And you're not saying anything.
That was good.
I like them talk, and I like the banter, and
Favorite character.
yeah, he was really cool. I did like him. So there's some stuff I like about this game. It's not perfect, obviously. Is it a game I'd replay? Probably no, but if they came out with a DLC or a sequel, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what Game Science is doing, so I think it achieved that for me at least.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it their first like big IP too?
I don't know. No idea.
No clue. I'll look it up.
But Canaan, what's your rating on Black Myth Wukong?
I have to give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Because, like, yeah, I enjoyed some parts of it, but in the end, a lot of it just felt like a chore to me. So,
Nice fun.
3 out of 5.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that's what I can give it.
It is the first IP.
It is the first IP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was just gonna say,
Which is 3 out of 5 for first up is pretty good.
Yeah.
that's
pretty good.
impressive for their
That's
first
pretty impressive. Yeah. Chad.
I give it like a 3.5.
3.5.
And then just because of all the issues and that I had
Mm-hmm.
towards it.
Okay.
So.
Ethan, you haven't finished it, but
Um,
what would you give it right now? I guess.
I think I might go, 3.5. I feel like, because I hate to be like jump on that wagon, but I mean, from what I played of it, I did have a good time for like a good portion of it. It's
Yeah.
just certain bosses that you get stuck at.
Yeah.
That was the main reason why I kind of was like,
Okay.
Other things came out, and I may go back to it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we had what, 2 4s, a 3, and 2 3.5s. Interesting. All right. Well, that is it for this video reviewing Black Myth Wukong. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment. If you're on Spotify, rate us 5 stars and give us a follow. News coming out. You saw our welcome video, and you've seen all our past videos because this should be the last one up. So we got some cool stuff planned for 2024. If there is another game that you guys would like us to review, put it in the comments, movie, show, whatever. Put it in the comments, and we'll definitely consider it. I know one kind of popped up on our radar recently that wasn't there before, Dragon Age. While I was interested, I'm hearing great things about it, so I might give it a shot. And I might bring these guys with me. So, yeah, that's it from us. All our socials are in the description, and Discord link in the description as well. Yeah, I love you guys, but you have to say it back. Okay, bye. I'll see y'all. I don't know.